Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Adam22 gets robbed on live stream, and Murda Mook shows us just how much of a coon he is. Plus, Brooklyn rapper Jeezy Moolah gets arrested over Instagram. Let's talk hip hop.
Wow, Adam, big
there we go. We're gonna have to come back soon. Holy shit. Why didn't he shoot? Now he's out cold. We gotta call the cops. We're gonna have to come back for all these other donations, dude. Holy fuck. Yeah. Just close it in OBS. What the fuck?
Yo, this is crazy, right? That's like me filming right damn now and somebody coming in like, yo, right? So apparently, Adam22, he does like this whole thing where, he has the shop, like it's a skateboard shop, right? And then in the back, he has the studio where he films, right? So he does hip hop news. He also does like interviews where he'll like interview different artists. He gave XXXTentacion like his very first interview, which was dope. But, he also like deals with like local artists a little bit where, they pay him whatever, $60, $100 or whatever like that, so that he could like listen to and play their music on his live stream so he could get their name out there, and then he gives like constructive criticism about their songs, their videos, whatever, right? So that's what he was doing, right? Get the money, boop, hits my Cash App. All right, let me play your video, let me play your song for my audience, so that you can get a little bit more exposure. So while he was doing that, obviously the person must have been watching the live stream because they knew exactly where he was at that time, and just runs up on him like, yo, you wanna die? You wanna die? And then like Adam22, like, he was actually pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? He didn't like scream or yell or like, act like a bitch or, anything like that. He didn't like get down and give all the jewelry up or, whatever it is. He kind of like put his hand up a little bit like he was gonna block the bullet with his hand or something. But then, he has security there. So, two big ass security guards, they knocked the dude out. You know what I'm saying? They took the gun from him. They was like, bitch, how you gonna try to come in here with a gun? Bitch, you know what I'm saying? They in California though. So if that was like Georgia or Florida or Texas, something like that, you could have wrestled with him, knocked him out, took his gun and shot that nigga with his own gun and you would have been just fine. That's in those states. In California, you probably would have went to jail if you did that. You know what I'm saying? In New York, you would go to jail if you did that too. You know what I'm saying? But in New York, they might just let your ass out after they figure out everything. Whatever, right? But to shoot that nigga with his own gun after he tried to rob you is self-defense. I'm just saying. So anyway, Adam22 was like, yo, why didn't he shoot? Why didn't he shoot? Thank God he didn't shoot. Adam22, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole situation is just crazy. White boy did it. I'm sure that Adam22 probably knows him. The cops came after a little while. They arrested the dude.
Dude just ran in the store and tried to rob me with a gun while we were live streaming.
So who you trying to rob?
Me.
Yeah, you put a gun to Adam. Let me get your ID, sir.
I got you.
So Adam22 obviously is fully cooperating with the authorities. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what you would have did, right? This shit is on live stream, right? So people know that you got robbed, right? It's not clout chasing. So I know some niggas probably would be like, you know, this dude tried to rob me. We beat his ass. We knocked him out. We ain't gonna call the cops. We'll kidnap him. We'll tie him up. We'll throw him over a bridge. Or we'll just like strip him butt ass naked and leave him like in the middle of a field somewhere. Or, you know, where we'll violate him. You know, we're gonna piss in his mouth or something. Or, you know, some people might call the cops. You know, I don't know. But Adam22 called the cops. He's fully cooperating. Would y'all consider this snitching, right? Because here it goes back to the age-old question. I don't think Adam22 is a snitch at all. That's my opinion, because somebody came in and tried to rob him. Now, if Adam22 and that dude was trying to rob somebody else, Adam22 gets caught, that dude doesn't, and then Adam22 says, oh, my friend was with me to try to lower his sentence on some 6ix9ine shit, yeah, that's a snitch, right? But if Adam22 is chilling on live stream just doing what he do, and somebody tries to rob him, is he a snitch for telling the police, oh, this bitch ass nigga tried to rob me? You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Well, because they're like, why is Yes Jules hosting Rolling Loud? They're like, it's a hip hop festival.
Oh, okay.
Why isn't it somebody else hosting it? Guess what? Because it's from Miami. I'm a Miami girl, and I've been doing hip hop shows in Miami for 5 years. That's why. You know what I mean? And those are my friends, and I help them get artists to perform. I help them get sponsors, and I
You put in the work. You put in the work.
Yeah, put in the work. That's why I'm hosting. You know, so people feel that I should not be in certain positions that I'm in this community or culture.
Oh,
or
you can say their names and shit on here. That's what I'm saying.
Scotty Beam, Karen Civil. A lot of people feel that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. It should be them instead. But we all do very different things. Me and Karen do not do the same thing. I don't give a fuck about doing dinners at Louis Vuitton. I don't give a fuck about doing a radio show every single day. My interests are different from Scotty's. My interests are different from theirs, you know? But I enjoy giving people experiences. I enjoy hosting stuff. So anyways.
So just to ask a clarifying question there, like, do you think that you did anything before that to give them a reason?
So
or
yeah, I'm gonna
just
get,
because
So Murda Mook has a podcast, highly offended podcast or easily offended, something like that, right? So Murda Mook has Yes Jules on there the other day, right? And she's just talking, blah, 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 right? Shorty got diarrhea of the mouth, right? But this is her problem, right? This has always been her problem, right? Shorty got diarrhea of the mouth, right? So she's on there just telling everybody's business, naming names, all kind of shit, right? So first she's up there like, yeah, you know, one time I was just chilling with this dude I was dating. We was filming. We was like on a movie set, or we was about to do something, right? And Joe Budden called me, right? She said, I ain't pick up though. He called me again. I ain't pick up. He called me a third time, and I had to pick up because I'm trying to figure out why Joe Budden is calling me so many times, right? Turns out that he had bought like some $200 sweatpants, and he was trying to return them, and they were giving him a hard time. But Yes Jules knew the people that he was trying to return the sweatpants to, so he called her so that she could get on the phone with them and be like, yo, please accept Joe Budden's sweatpants or whatever, right? And said that, you know, Sin was on the phone with her at the time, and that Sin had no problem with her helping out Joe Budden with the sweatpants, right? And then she talks about how like 2 years ago, you know, back in 2017, she put up a post saying like, you know, some t-shirt that she said that some designer sent her and that she knew that she wasn't gonna wear it. But anyway, so the t-shirt, you know, this is a white girl, right? Yes Jules, as you can see from the video, a white girl from Miami, right? Well, half white, half Spanish or something like that. And anyway, so her shirt says niggas be lying, or niggas lie a lot. And she goes, hey, should I wear this to the festival, whatever like that? And that's when, this is a while ago, but that's when Twitter just pretty much dragged her ass, right? So she was talking about that incident that happened. She was, you know, starting to just say, you know, some people specifically did drag me. Here's Murda Mook though, right? Saying you can name names on my podcast, name names on my show, right? So Murda Mook don't care about Yes Jules' story really. I don't think that he cares about Joe Budden. I don't even think that he cares about, you know, the people that were dragging Yes Jules on Twitter, right? So the people that were dragging Yes Jules on Twitter are Scotty Beam and Karen Civil, right? So he don't care. When I say he, I mean Murda Mook don't care about none of that, right? Murda Mook just cares about ratings, going viral, and people watching his podcast, right? So he's hyping it up, right? He is just being the most extra, most messy, most like tea sipping dude that you could imagine, which is crazy because what dude you know like be all up in the gossip and the tea sipping and the ooh who said this and who said that girl and sitting all sideways, hanging his foot over the armrest of the chair, just like mad funny shit, right? Whatever. So Yes Jules starts naming names. So she's like, yeah, it was Scotty Beam. Yeah, it was Karen Civil. She was like, matter of fact, they were so mad at me that when I went to go host Rolling Loud, Scotty Beam said that she was gonna jump me, so I was scared. Talking about how this was back when XXX and Teshia was alive. She was talking about how, you know, Triple X told her just to stand over here by his security so at least she'll be safe so that Scotty Beam can't do anything to her or whatever like that, right? So the whole situation is that this girl is super entitled, right? So you're in our culture, you're a guest in our culture, but at the same time, you don't really show any kind of respect to our culture. It's almost like the same thing that happened a couple weeks ago with Michael Rappaport, right? Like Michael Rappaport has been in the culture for a long time, and when he said that, you know, Meek Mill's a trash ass rapper, I said, you know, he does have a right to have an opinion on this, right? And Meek Mill thought that he didn't have a right to have an opinion. Well, it's the same kind of thing. So you have Yes Jules who, yeah, I mean, you can have an opinion on certain things, but you have to tread lightly, right? And for you to have, and I think that this is what broke the camel's back, right? Was when she put up that screenshot of that shirt, and she was just acting like, you know, throwing around the N-word, even though she's white, is a cool thing to do. Even though she wasn't like, fuck you niggers, you know, it wasn't nothing like that. It was more like, niggas be lying. It was on some funny shit, but still, you shouldn't be using the N-word for any reason at all, right? So yeah, Karen Civil dragged her on Twitter. Yeah, Scotty Beam dragged her on Twitter, along with a bunch of other people, right? So, whatever, right? So, of course, a lot of people end up responding to this interview, right? So, Scotty Beam responds to it. So it seems like Scotty Beam like wants all the smoke with Yes Jules. And it's funny because like I look at Scotty Beam as sort of like a black like little orphan Annie. Not saying that she's an orphan and nothing like that, but I look at Scotty Beam like so cute, like just like a little black girl next door, right? You know, thick thighs saves lives type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess a little black girl next door gets upset too sometimes, right? So she's like, I have to keep this simple because I have work to do. Everyone knows that you slept your way into the industry. Secondly, where are you? I'm in Newark. I'm also in Jersey City on Fridays. I'm in the city all the time. Send me your pen now. And you could bring your black friends. So she's basically saying like, you come through, you know, we could shoot the fair one. You could bring your friends, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Then she goes, lastly, no matter how many black penises you hop on, you will never be as black as me. And I know that hurts. Basically saying that, you know, Yes Jules wishes that she was black, right? Joe Budden responds too. Alright, so he brings up the shirt, right? Because he knows that, like, this is the reason why pretty much, like, the whole culture kind of just, like, canceled Shorty anyway, right? So he's like, in regards to the niggas lie a lot shirt, right? And then he goes, it's all of the circles that you frequent, from our natural resource, from our oil, it's the career that you pursue, it's the image that you portray, all while continuing to degrade, disrespect, and disregard black women. And that is where the mashup is. right? Then he goes on further to say, with your history, young lady, you don't get to speak down, look down, or think down on anybody. I'm confused as to where this entitlement comes from. And then he goes, you know what? Actually, I'm not. Because look, and that's just the basic theme, you know, not just with Yes Jules, but with certain people in general. It's like, I don't know why you feel so entitled, and then you go, oh wait, yeah I do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do exactly know why you feel entitled. Matter of fact. You know, so Karen Civil responded too, but you know, she was like a little bit more civil, right? And I like Karen Civil because she really tries to keep it classy, but she also did let Yes Jules know that she wasn't playing around, right? So, like I said, right, your boy Murda Mook, he don't care about, you know, defending black people, black women, Joe Budden. He don't even care about defending Yes Jules. But during that podcast, he was hyping her up. He was egging her on. He was instigating, and it seemed like he was on her side. Like, yeah, girl, yup, tell him. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people on Twitter actually dragged Murda Mook too, calling him a coon, saying like, how do you do that to your own community? You should have sat up there and corrected her. You should have told her the reason why, you know, Scotty Beam and Karen Civil and Joe Budden are upset at you. But of course, he just sat there and egged it on because he wanted more tea to spill.
It's crazy. Now here, yo, Murda Mook don't like black people. Murda Mook don't like black people. What? Murda Mook? Black people? Look, Murda Mook got a white shirt on. Murda Mook got white things. Look, Murda Mook next to, he got a white fence. He don't like black people. Listen, if y'all niggas ain't helping me get no money, man, I don't give a fuck about your opinions, man. You hear me? Y'all opinions mean shit to me, man. The way I get my content is the way I get my content. My job, my number one job as having a easily offended podcast, a show, is to cause as much controversy as possible so motherfuckers can talk about my shit and I can get as much exposure, as much eyes on my shit as possible. And I did that. Niggas is mad. Y'all niggas mad. Don't be fucking having opinions on niggas when you ain't helping them get no money, man. You can't have no opinion on me, man. Y'all niggas help me get no dime. Y'all ain't help me get a dime, man. I don't give a fuck, bro. Taking up for nobody. Niggas help me get a dime. Black, white, Asian, Spanish, whatever you are, man. Black people don't help other black people. Never. Y'all don't even want to hire other black people. Black people like telling other black people bad news all the time. You ever notice a black person be a fucking employee in like Walmart or something? As soon as a black person come up, they got a stinking ass fucking attitude. They want to talk. Black people never help black people. But y'all always want to jump on here and say, oh, yo, we should stand together. This pro-black. Eat a dick, man. Me and my family, we gonna eat. We gonna eat real food. Y'all gonna eat dicks out there, man. I'm chilling. You heard?
Yo, nobody wants to eat your dick like my dude. And first of all, watching that shit, I feel like so cringy. Like, it was hard for me to even watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look like a dumbass. You look like an idiot. You look like a fool. You look like you retarded. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many other ways to say that you look stupid. You feel me? Like, yo, black people don't hire other black people. Black people don't want to help out other black people. Are you all sorts of dumb? Like, my nigga, black people always help out black people. There's hundreds of thousands of millions of black people that like to tell other black people good news and help them out and hire them and bring them to the next level. Like, if you're not in a situation where a black person didn't reach out and help you, my brother, then that's the reason why niggas don't want to help you, my nigga, is because you ain't a real nigga. You's a coon, and real niggas ain't helping coons. Real niggas is helping real niggas, okay? Because I done had a bunch of niggas help me before, and I'm helping out niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like unloading on this nigga, right? Because he's wilding right now. Talking about black people don't help out and this and that and yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had more opportunities presented to me by other black people than anybody. You feel me? Like, the reason why I'm here today is because black folks done help my black ass. You feel me? And you sitting here talking all this fucking coon shit. Why? Because you want some Yes Jules pussy. That's why. That's why. You want a little white girl pussy, don't you? Right? But you don't talk down on your own people to get you some white girl pussy. You just go and get it. And white girls, they love niggas that's pro-black. If you was really about it, you would know, nigga. You would know. But you don't know. You bugging right now. I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below.
Fuck you talking about this cold, nigga? Oh, what's in here? Like, you doing the shit I like to do. You know why? You got hating niggas out here talking about they don't like you. Why you don't like you? I'm either fucking they bitch, they sister, they mother, some crazy shit like that. Cause if you say you don't like a nigga like me, something is wrong with you, bitch. I do the shit I like to do. I'm running around doing the shit I like to do. Sport. Pass the motherfucker shoe box. Pass the shoe box. Broke niggas is sick. That's why they sick though. That's why they sick though. That's why they sick. Do shit like this. Shoe box money.
Alright, so that's Brooklyn rapper Jeezy Moolah, right? He's up and coming, I would say, like, you know, I think he's from like Canarsie or something like that. Dope, right? Spitter, he could freestyle, he's nice, right? So, like a couple months ago, you know, there was like a crazy ass like high-speed chase in New York, and you know, on the news, you know, I'm watching like Brooklyn 12 news, and they pull these two dudes out of like some stolen like car or something like that, and one of the dudes, they pull out the car, is Jeezy Moolah, right? And I'm like, yo, right? Whatever, right? So he gets arrested, but I think they let him go. Maybe he got like probation or whatever like that. Maybe he's on bail and he didn't even go to trial yet for it. I don't know, right? But he was out. He was chilling, right? I think that he was on probation though, right? Because according to like the NYPD, like he was under investigation or they was just watching him, right? You know, the hip hop police, they watch all rappers and they don't miss a single damn thing that rappers in New York do. So they was watching Jeezy Moolah too, right? So, all right, so Fatboy SSE, right? He does like all these cool, funny ass skits, right? So I don't know if y'all remember, but like when Nicki Minaj came out with that one song where she was like naming all the rappers, talking about how she fucked this rapper and that rapper wanna fuck her, whatever like that. So I don't know if y'all remember, but right when that song came out, her and Fatboy SSE, they did like a little skit on Instagram, and he goes, "Why you didn't mention my name in the song? Why you didn't mention my name in the song? I wanted to be in the song too." You know what I'm saying? On some funny shit, right? And it was cool. It was funny. Like Fatboy SSE is dope, right? So then, you know, he had that one skit with 50 Cent where he got like mad money in his pockets, and 50 Cent's like, "Where you get all this money from, boy? Looking like you sell drugs." And he's like, "I got it from rapping." And then 50 Cent's like, "You ain't no damn rapper. You a comedian, right? You be on Instagram, right?" So that was a funny ass skit. He got one skit with Boonk where they just go into a restaurant and they like throwing tables and chairs and like throwing themselves into the tables while people like eating, like stupid shit, right? So I'm talking about Fatboy SSE because him and this rapper Jeezy Moolah, right, they was on Instagram and they have a little skit too.
I know you're gonna be there. I ain't even.
Tell me anything! Give my fucking money! Give my money! Give me my money! Everything! Everything! I need everything! That's how I came to clean it up! I just want $200 to fall. I'm good!
I say it was a skit. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not here to judge whether or not what's what, right? I'm saying it was a skit. Even though Jeezy Moolah was very passionate about niggas giving him his money. I mean, to the point where spit was coming out his mouth. But you know what? He's a good actor. You know what I'm saying? He's a real good actor, right? So anyway, him and Fatboy SSE shooting dice, right? The police, they come, they arrest him. You know why they say they arrested him? 2 reasons, right? 1, because he's driving a red SUV and they're trying to say that he's a gang member, right? And then 2, because he was rolling dice on Instagram. They say that you violated some kind of law or whatever because you are illegally gambling. And that's crazy. Well, first of all, he's with Fatboy SSE. I mean, so it's different laws, right? So every state has different laws. And I know, like here in New York, you can't gamble at all. But in New Jersey, you can. And that's where Fatboy SSE is from. And that's like 15 minutes from New York. So maybe he was in Jersey chilling with Fatboy. But anyway, the whole point is, how do you arrest somebody over an Instagram skit? And it's not even like he was rolling up weed or smoking weed on Instagram or even waving guns on Instagram. Like, they arrested this nigga because he was shooting dice on Instagram, and this probably was a skit because you're doing this shit with a comedian, a known comedian, Fatboy SSE, who motherfucking does skits all the time on Instagram. I don't know, bro. I don't get it. Like, this shit is spooky. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hold your head, Jeezy Moolah. Yo, free Moolah. Like, that's crazy, yo. Let him back on these streets, man. BK all day, nigga. Like, anyway, y'all already know what to do. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on everything, Instagram, Twitter. That's JONNY Fastlane on Instagram and Twitter. And y'all already know what to do. Peace.